Hey guys, and welcome back to Mellyns. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my March favorites. I cannot believe it's already March. I feel like this year is going by so quickly, and I feel like I say that in every single one of my favorites videos. I don't know where the time goes, like during the month, like all of a sudden it's March 1st and now it's almost April. So we're just going to dive right in. I actually have kind of a weird array of products going on. I have makeup, lots of makeup, a few skincare things, some body care, some hair care, some perfume. We're kind of like all over the board. I don't know what's going on in my face right here. There's like this red. It's been a long day. My hair's a mess. It's just been a long day, so I just wanted to get in front of the camera and film this because I knew this would make me happy. So that is why we're here, and we're going to talk about some of my favorite products. But I'm just gonna dive on in because I'm very excited to share with you guys some of these products. Ignore me playing with my hair and trying to make it not look like a mess while I talk to you guys. But yeah, so we're just gonna dive on in, and I'm gonna start off, I think, with skincare. I'm taking the hair out of the braid. That's a little better. All right. So I'm gonna start off with skincare because that's kind of, I guess, the order that I would use these products. Usually skincare is like the first thing I do, morning or night. And the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the Bioderma Sensibo H2O. This is like their micellar water. I was so excited. We actually got sent a few products from Bioderma to try out. I had been wanting to try this product out for so long, and I just never bought it because, I don't know, sometimes with beauty products I like going in and physically buying them in the store, so I had just never purchased this online. And then when they said they were going to send us some stuff, I was so excited. And I've been using this for about a week now, and I hardly put a dent in it. Like, this stuff is going to last me forever. But let's get into why I love the product. It is so good at removing eye makeup. So when I wash my face, what I do generally is the first step is remove my eye makeup. That's kind of the toughest stuff to get off. I'm sure you guys know. Mascara is like a pain to get off my eyelashes. So I used to go in with makeup wipes, but more recently I have been using different micellar waters because they're just a little bit more gentle, I feel like, on the skin. So that is what I use this product primarily for, is to take off my eye makeup at night, and it does such a good job. It really breaks down all the makeup, it really removes everything, and it just kind of leaves your skin feeling really fresh. I've used other micellar waters in the past that kind of leave like a film, which I'm not a fan of, and a lot of eye makeup removers that are oil-based do that, which is why I stay away from them. But this literally leaves your skin feeling so fresh and so clean, and I'm so obsessed with it. I actually started just recently, in the past couple of days. I started using it as like my morning cleanse. Normally in the morning I don't really wash my face, but I do like to remove the skincare from the night before. So previously I had just been like using water on a washcloth, but I actually started using this stuff, the Bioderma micellar water, and putting it on one of those like big cotton pads and kind of like washing my face with it, and it just really leaves the skin really nice and clean and prepped for skincare, makeup, everything. So I've really been loving this. I am so obsessed with this. This will be a product that I keep repurchasing it. But that was my first favorite of the month. So now we're gonna move on to kind of another face cleansing item. These are the Olay Daily Facials, these little wipe things, and this is the Daily Hydrating Clean ones. They're like the purpley ones. I actually saw Alana Davison, I know, shocker, use these in a video, and I was like, those look so cool. So what it is, I'm gonna take one out. I have like the refill, I don't even have like the real product because I thought this was the normal thing, but it's a refill. But anyway, so they're actually like dry cloths. So like it's completely dry, like it's not like a makeup remover cloth. And when you wet it, the face wash or sudsy soap that's like dried in here kind of comes to life, and it's really good at like removing makeup. These say that it's a 5-in-1 cleansing makeup remover cleansing. It's a cleanser, a makeup remover, a scrub, a toner, mask. It literally does everything. What I find is it's really good at taking the rest of my makeup off. So like I said, I use this primarily for my eye makeup, and then I'll go in with these to remove the rest of my face makeup. And I do feel like my skin is a lot softer since using these, so that's where the scrub and the toner, I guess, come in. They don't irritate my skin, they don't break me out, which is a big plus because a lot of drugstore skincare tends to break me out. These are honestly so amazing, and since I bought these, I have not used makeup wipes. This combo has kind of eliminated makeup wipes for me. Mostly just because I was finding a lot of makeup wipes kind of left my skin feeling dry, and like there was like a filminess over them, and I just was like, you know what, I want to stop using them. I want to find an alternative, and I really love these. They're super soft, they're super gentle on the skin, but they still do give a good cleanse, give a good exfoliating, I think that's the right word. So I've been really loving these. I also like them for travel. Like I mentioned, I think on Instagram, this past weekend, so last weekend, I actually went to Charlotte to visit some friends, and these are so easy to like I pulled a few out, threw them in my Glossier pink pouch, and like was ready to go, and they were so easy to wash my face with. Yeah, these are the hydrating ones, but I think they have like a sensitive one, and like a deep clean one, so there are different types. They're like different colors, that's how you know. So I do really like these. I kind of want to try the other ones out too, maybe the sensitive skin ones, and see if there's a difference, but I do really like these. So that was my second skincare favorite. And then my last skincare favorite for this month is actually another product that was sent to us to try out. And this is the Dermalogica Sound Sleep Cocoon. This stuff is like freaking incredible. I think on Saturday when Lyn's blog post goes up, this is one of her favorites this month as well, because it's just, I don't even have words. Like, so it's a gel cream type hybrid, which I've been finding really work well on my skin. And you put it on, and a lot of times I get like red bumps or like irritation. It's really just from life. Like I've just come to the realization that there's always going to be 1 or 2 red bumps on my skin. That's just how it is. Sometimes they look better than others, but since I started using this, honestly, like I'll have a few red bumps at night, like after I take off my makeup. I think just from wearing the makeup all day. I'll put this on, and when I wake up in the morning, my skin is completely clear. Like, I kid you not, like, if I put this on a bump at night, like, it'll be gone in the morning. It's honestly incredible. I am obsessed with this. It's a little bit pricey. It actually retails for $80, so I'm not looking forward to the time when this runs out and I have to purchase it. But it's literally so incredible that I don't think I'll ever use another night cream. My skin has just looked so much clearer and so much plumper, and just all around just healthier, I think is a good word, I guess, to put it. My skin tone has been evening out. I think I just really found my holy grail night cream. I'm really in love with it. I have the ingredients up on my computer. I'm gonna read you a few things because there are some like kind of different ingredients in here that I've never really heard of, so I wanted to take a second to share those with you guys and let you know. So let's see where to start. So it's a revitalizing treatment gel cream that transforms skin overnight. I definitely agree with that. It has Parisian silk tree extract, and that's supposed to reduce signs of skin fatigue, and restores vitality. The Wuzu extract provides visibly radiant skin by morning. I definitely agree with that as well. When I wake up, my skin is very glowy. It looks still very hydrated. Even though this is a gel cream formula, so it's a little bit lighter, I still find that when I wake up in the morning, my skin still feels hydrated, it still feels moisturized, it doesn't feel dry at all. That is especially great right now because it is very cold outside and the heat gets turned up very high in my house at night. No one likes being cold. So that can really dehydrate your skin, but I'm finding using this, my skin actually looks and feels so moisturized in the morning. It's actually incredible. But let's see what else. So there's vitamin C in here, which I already know my skin really loves. Vitamin C products work really, really well on my skin. Let's see. That's supposed to brighten skin tone. I definitely see that. Like I said, my skin tone can be kind of uneven sometimes. Sometimes I have dark places and sometimes I have a lot of redness. And I've definitely seen that kind of, it's not completely gone, but it's definitely getting better. So I think over time, as I continue to use this, I've only been using this for about 3 weeks now, but I think over time it will. I've seen it fade so much, so I definitely believe that is something that this product does. The thing that I find most interesting about this product is that it also has different aromatherapy ingredients in it. So it's supposed to promote like restful sleep. There's actually lavender oil in it, which is why it smells so amazing. I think the smell of this product is like one of my favorite things about it. It smells so good, which, you know, sometimes skincare, like fragrances especially, like can be a little iffy, but I think because it is a natural fragrance, it's not like a chemical based fragrance, it is just lavender. I think that's what makes it smell good and be good for your skin. So it has lavender, it has calming sandalwood. It's supposed to like soothe the senses, so I think that's really cool. I've never heard of a skincare product having aromatherapy in it as well. If you definitely want to check it out for yourself in store first, definitely go to Ulta. I've already seen it in my local Ulta, and my local Ulta is like the last place ever to get new products. So if they have it, everyone has it. Oh, another retailer that carries this product is called Skin Store. They're actually doing a 22% off code for Easter. It's Easter 22. I don't know if you can use it on this product, but I know they are another retailer that sells a ton of Dermalogica stuff, a lot of other skincare brands. So I'll leave that link down below too. So I'll leave Ulta, Skin Store, and Nordstrom, because those are the three main retailers that I know are selling this product right now. But I'll leave those down for you in the description box if you guys are interested. But yeah, I'm gonna move on to makeup, and then we'll talk about body care and hair care last. So I have about 5-ish makeup products, and I'm just gonna dive in. So the first is the Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate. I had been looking for something to help not just prime my skin or hydrate my skin, but also soothe it. I've been getting a lot of texture, especially after wearing makeup. I was finding that makeup was just really irritating my skin, all makeup. It didn't matter what I used, it didn't matter how long I had it on my skin for. My skin was just becoming really, really irritated. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I try so many different products. My skin just gets really fed up with me. So I heard that this product was actually really good at soothing the skin, everything that I was looking for, so I decided to pick it up. So I do really like it. It's amazing. It smells super, super citrusy. Here, I'm gonna put some on my hands so you can see. It smells so good. So I don't know, I think the bottle is what is yellow, but when you pump it out into the skin, like, it's obviously clear, there's no tint. When you rub it in, it just really creates a very nice hydrated base to your skin. It looks very dewy, very luminous, and it sinks into the skin really nicely. My problem a lot of times with oils is that they become very heavy on the skin, especially my skin. My skin is kind of iffy about oils, but this one just is so lightweight and just dry. It doesn't dry down, but it just like sinks in, and it doesn't leave the skin. It leaves a nice hydrated base, but it's not like overly greasy, I guess is a good word. It just looks fresh and dewy. So that's why I really like it. So that's it kind of like settled in. You can see like there's a little bit of shine from where it's like dewy, but it's not like grease. So I love it. It looks so good on my face. Thank God. It's been saving my butt this winter. This primer and the Smashbox primer saving my butt because my skin has been so dry. But there is some of the ingredients in this is ginger root, sunflower, and tamanu oils. They help correct the visible appearance of skin fatigue. So definitely something I needed. My skin was looking really dull and tired, like I was saying earlier when I was talking about the Dermalogica cream. So this is another great like day product that I could incorporate into my skincare / makeup routine to help like liven up the skin, help hydrate it a little bit, and make makeup just sit better. I don't know if this technically has like a soothing property to it or if it's supposed to do that, but I find that for my skin it is very soothing. It's helped calm down my irritation a lot, and I guess that has a lot to do with just the hydrating. Maybe my skin was just super dehydrated. But yeah, it just feels really nice on the skin. It makes the foundation sit beautifully on top. And it creates just like a nice barrier, I guess, in between your skin and the makeup. So that's why I've been really loving this product. Next up, we're going to talk about like a foundation combination that I've been enjoying. So I recently got sent the Marc Jacobs Shameless Foundation from Influencer. I did a wear test on this, and I did really like it. But I like it even better when I mix it with the Tarte Guard this is like a tinted moisturizer type thing. I mainly did this because when I was in Charlotte, this color is a little bit too dark for me right now. It works, but it just needed to be lightened a tad. And I just was like, oh, I'll mix a little bit of this in just to lighten it, like it'll be fine. And the combination of these two products looked even better than either one of them like separate. Like this is like not enough coverage for me, and this is like a little bit too much for me right now. But the combination of the two, it just created a very nice like natural looking base to my skin. It looked like skin. It didn't look like a layer of foundation. It sat beautifully on top of this, of course. And I think the color of these two products mixed together, I have Light and Y270, was just a really good match for my skin. I've really been into like mixing foundations recently, mostly because instead of like buying a new foundation every 2 weeks, I like to play around with them and kind of see if I can come up with something that's in between a medium and light coverage. That's kind of where I like to lie. I like to add like a light coverage foundation in with like a little bit of a medium coverage foundation, and that's like my perfect amount of coverage. This just creates, even when I just try this on its own, it creates a very flawless look to the skin. It's more medium coverage, definitely, and it's very buildable. For me, the texture is a little bit hard to blend out on my skin because it's more gel-like. And like I think I've mentioned before, gel-like foundations, sorry, I'm like talking really fast, sometimes don't always sit well on my skin. But adding a little bit of this into it kind of lightens that texture a little bit, so I find it easier to blend on my skin. It just sits really, really well and looks like skin. That's my main target when I wear foundation nowadays. I want it to look like skin. I don't want it to look like, oh, that girl's wearing a layer of foundation. So I've been really into like lightweight bases, but I love this combination. I always feel bad when I talk about like a combination of products that I like, because it's like, oh, now I gotta go buy 2 products. But I guess why I'm sharing this with you guys, if you have a foundation that you don't necessarily love, but you like some things about it, try mixing it with something. You never know. Like, now moving on to kind of powdery products. I have a NARS product. Actually, I have 2 NARS products to talk about this month, and this is the NARS Laguna, but this is the diffused bronzer version. It has like these little grooves in it. I don't know if you, hopefully you can see that. I love this packaging, by the way. It's more square than like the normal. Anyway, so I used up my Laguna bronzer, which you're gonna see in an empties video in about a week, and I was really sad and depressed. And then I decided to repurchase it because it's one of my favorites. The color just looks amazing on my skin tone. If I'm pale, if I'm tan, it's just the type of bronzer that you can really layer and do a lot of things with. So I wanted to repurchase it, and I saw that they had, oh my gosh, why am I struggling so much to open this? These diffused versions. Now, I don't really know if there's like a full-on difference in this product than the normal one, but I just thought it looked cool. But I will say, I don't know if they like reformulated or something between the two, but I find that this powder is just so much, oh, it's going a little patchy over the oil. I was like, what is happening? I gotta swatch it on my other hand. I just find that this powder is super, super soft. Not that the NARS powders aren't soft, but sometimes, especially with the bronzers, you have to go in very light-handed because, you know, you can build up pigment pretty easily. But this is just like a nice light wash of color that's very buildable. So whereas the original NARS bronzers are full-on like lots of pigment, gotta be light-handed, these are more like, oh, a dusting of color that I can layer and make darker. So they're kind of opposites, which I guess is where the diffuse comes from. But for the winter, I definitely prefer this type of bronzer. I like to be able to layer and kind of build up the color instead of being like, oh crap, I added too much, because that happens to me a lot. I am a bronzer lover. It's probably, that and foundation, probably my 2 favorite makeup products. So sometimes I can be, and when I say sometimes, I mean always, I can be very heavy-handed. So I like that this is a little bit, not lighter because the color is still the same, but it's definitely diffused, which now I'm understanding where that name was coming from. But it's just like a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. You can see kind of on my hand. Let me try and layer it for you guys so you can see it a little bit better. I also just think the texture of these powders is just so incredible. It's so soft and just blends into the skin so effortlessly, which is how I like my bronzer to look. They're beautiful. So my other NARS product that I want to talk about is the NARS, what is this called? This is just a NARS like cream eyeshadow in Mykonos. This is actually in my monthly makeup bag this month, and this is what the product looks like. This used to be my most used eyeshadow. I love cream shadows because they're very effortless and you can just kind of slap them on and go. But I kind of forgot about this one in my collection because I was collecting so many new ones. And I pulled it out and started using it and put it in my monthly makeup bag, and I forgot how much I loved this product. It's such a unique formula because you can put it on pretty sheer, or you can like really build up the intensity of the color, which is kind of really what I like about cream shadows. So that's it kind of like sheared out. especially over that oil. And I'm gonna swatch it on the other hand, a little bit more pigmented. But these are just really, really creamy, and they blend really well in the eyes, but they don't crease, like, at all. My eyes are very creasy. Cream eyeshadow really creases on me. I have to be very careful with the types of formulas that I use. And while these are creamy and easy to blend, they dry down pretty well without getting, like, cakey, and don't crease at all. So I really, really love these. I was trying to find, like, a link for one. And the only place that still sells them is Beautylish, so I'm a little concerned about that. I hope they're not getting rid of these. I really, really love them. I have like a olive green color too, but I don't use that one as much as this color. This is just a nice like taupey shade. I will leave the link to the Beautylish website so that you can find these if you're interested, since that's the only place I could find them. So my last makeup product is this Buxom, I don't even know what it's called, Power Plump Lip Balm in Big O. I'm gonna put it on to show you. I have been obsessed with this. I saw Alana Davison open these in a PR package, and I was like, that looks amazing, I need to buy one. And then my Sephora had them in stock, and I was so excited. They remind me a lot of these Dior lip glows. They kind of adapt to your lip color. This one is just a pink one, and then they have like a plummy shade, a nude shade, and like a red shade. They are just so moisturizing on the lips, and they actually do plump a little bit without like tingling or hurting. It's just like a nice fresh minty feeling, and it adds such a nice like light wash of color to the lips that, as you know, that is my favorite type of lip product. So I was really excited to see these because this is only $17 and you get like a decent amount of product. I mean, it's pretty big. That wasn't even all the way up, and I think it's a good like dupe product for the Dior lip glows. If you don't want to spend $36 on a lip product, this is definitely something I would check out. Honestly, this has been going everywhere with me. I throw it in my bag because it's just easy to apply, and it's super creamy, keeps my lips hydrated throughout the day. So I've been really loving this. I actually want to get the nude shade during the Sephora 15% off spring sale thing, whenever that's supposed to be happening. But I definitely think it's a good product to try out, especially if you've been wanting to try the Dior lip glows but haven't been able to spend the moolah on them. I'm going to swatch it quickly on my hand somewhere, just so you guys can see it. It's amazing. I love products that like change colors or adapt to your skin tone. I think they're so cool. So I'm excited to see other brands. I don't know if you can really see that. You can kind of see it a little bit. I'm excited to see other brands kind of explore this field, I guess. It's really nice. As it like sits too, it'll get a little bit pinker, so I'll show you in a little bit. But I've been really loving that lip product. It's one of the only ones I've been wearing. That and my Lancome Juicy Shaker have been going everywhere with me. They are what I brought with me to Charlotte, so you know when you travel with something, it's definitely a favorite. So now we're gonna move on to the few body care and hair care items that I have. This has been a really long video. I know I've had so many favorites this month, which was weird for me because I didn't think I was really going to, but we're gonna start off with the first body care item, and that is the Dove Exfoliating Body Polish. And this is in the crushed macadamia and rice milk version. This stuff smells incredible. Like, I want to bathe in this. Dove, can you please create a body lotion in this, or like a spray, something? It's so good. So I like to use this in the shower, and it like suds up and just smells so good and really scrubs all the dead skin off. It's probably one of the best body scrubs that I've ever used. A lot of body scrubs that I've used in the past will scrub the dead skin away but kind of dry out my skin a little bit. But I think because this has like rice milk in it, it really hydrates the skin as well as scrubbing away the dead skin. So you're not irritating the skin at all, which was a main problem of mine. Scrubbing sometimes can irritate, but this is really gentle, but still effective. So I really, really like that. It smells amazing. They do have two other flavors. One of them is like a kiwi flavor, and I don't know what the third one is, but they do have other flavors, and this whole big tub was like $6. I love you. It's so amazing. I want them to like expand this line and keep creating things that smell like this because it is so good. So on to my next body care item, and this is what I do out of the shower after I use the scrub, and this is the Derma-E Organic Argan Oil Blend, and this is a product that actually can be used anywhere. It can be used on your hair, on your body, I'm pretty sure on your face, and it's supposed to help restore a natural glow. I just find that it's super, super hydrating. but not greasy at all on my skin, so it's great to throw on after your shower and then like hop into bed. So I really love it. It's really, really good at hydrating the skin. Since I started using it, my skin on my legs hasn't been flaky at all, hasn't been irritated. Again, big plus for me. My skin gets irritated very, very easily. I have to be very careful using like thick body lotions because they can tend to clog my pores, which is really gross. So I've been loving actually using body oils, and I was so excited to try this one because Derma E is like a pretty affordable brand, and I've been trying to like incorporate more affordable products into my routine. So yeah, I've been really loving this. I don't really know if it helps restore a glow because I use it on my body, but it definitely hydrates. It definitely leaves my skin feeling silky smooth and overall hydrated. That was my second body care item. I have a hair care item and like a perfume. Which one do I want to talk about first? Let's talk about the perfume first. So this is the Diptyque, right? I believe I'm saying that right. This is Olay. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This smells so incredible. I had never really used, Diptyque is like one of those brands that you see all over Instagram. I had never really used any of their products before, or like any of their candles. Like I'm not really a big candle person, so those like never excited me. But when I found out that they had perfumes, I got really excited. And I was first looking at the rose one, but I read a lot of things that it was very overpowering. So then one of the bloggers that I follow on Instagram, I'll leave her linked below, she was actually talking about this and talking about how much she loved it, and it kind of smelled like summer. So I was like, oh, I need to check that out. So I went to the website, and it talks about that it has like honeysuckle notes to it, and I was like, I need that ASAP. Honeysuckles smell so good. So I bought it, had never smelled it. Usually I'd never do that with perfume because perfume is so difficult to know if you're going to like it or not. And I got it and I immediately fell in love. It smells straight like honeysuckles. Like if you ever remember like being a kid, I don't know if it was just like where I live, but everyone was obsessed with honeysuckles and like finding them, and like you could eat like the honey. I never did that, but I used to think they smelled so good. And it smells exactly like that. It smells like a nice summer day, like running around like playing in the honeysuckle bushes, which sounds so freaking weird. But that's really what it smells like. It just smells fresh, but a little bit of flowery undertones to it. I'm not always someone who likes a real flowery perfume. I find that they can be very overpowering. I like my scents to be there, but a little bit muted. It smells fresh and airy, but it still has that note of like floralness to it. I definitely want to try out more from products from this brand because this perfume was incredible. I wish that there was a place around me that sold their stuff. And then my last product is my hair care product, and this is, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's so incredible. This is the honey infused hair oil. This stuff is so amazing. So I might have talked about this in my last favorites, but I had just started using it. It had been only about a month since then when I first talked about it, and now that I've used it for about 2 months now, because I got it like around my after my birthday, my hair has felt and looked so much healthier. So before that, my hair had been really dry at the bottom, obviously where I bleach it and color it. It's really ratty right now, so you can't really see the blonde too much. But I had really bad split ends. My hair was breaking really high up. I had a lot of hair falling out from the breakage, and I just all around was really concerned about my hair. So I was trying to find products that would help heal it and help like stop the damage and keep it on my head. So I was doing a lot of research and I found some products, and one of the main things that I found that I kept reading amazing reviews about was this oil. So now this stuff is $90 on Urban Outfitters. I think it might be $85 on their website, on the Gisto website. It's made in the Netherlands. That is so cool. And it's made from like honey. Who would have thought that honey would be so good at repairing everything? I am obsessed with honey-based products. My blog post this week was about the Pharmacy Honey Potion Mask, and through doing that blog post and learning about this product, I have learned so many good things about honey and the benefits and what it can do for you, and I'm literally going to buy every single skincare product, hair care product that has honey in it. Honestly, if you're someone who heat styles your hair or color treats it, I would highly recommend this product. the difference I've seen, not just in the way my hair looks, but how it feels and how it's like performing, I guess is a good way to put it. It's just drastically better since in the last 2 months. But my hair just feels so much stronger. I've noticed less breakage and less like strands falling out, which is a plus. I do have a little bit of split ends and it's a little fried at the bottom, but that you can't really fix that once that happens. It's just kind of there. But I've definitely noticed a difference in you can't tell as much. So you can't really like see the friedness as much as you used to be able to. When I would just naturally dry my hair, it would get really frizzy and just gross. And I'm finding that when I use this oil, that doesn't happen as much. It really tames the frizz, it helps the damage. It's just all around a really, really great product. But even though this is kind of thick and goopy, you can see it kind of moving around in the bottle, I don't find that it weighs the hair down at all. It doesn't make my hair look greasy if I use too much, which has happened quite a few times. The one thing I don't like about the product is the applicator. It doesn't really pick up that much product at all. So I never know, my hand just shook so bad. I never know how much I'm actually squeezing out. So that's the only bad thing about it. But again, the product is so good inside that I don't even really mind that so much. But sometimes it can be hard to know if I have enough. But like I said, I've been using this for about 2 months. About 2 months, it's been over 2 months. And I've not really put that much of a dent in it. I wash my hair about once a week. And I use this product every single time I wash my hair without fail, no matter what. I put this in my hair and not bad. It's only down to about here. So I feel like this is going to last me a really long time. So even though I did spend a good hunk of money on it, actually my mom did, it was a birthday gift, I feel like it's going to last me a really long time. So that's always a plus. I do also love the packaging. I think it's so sleek. It sits on my bathroom shelves for all of the world to see. So this is a really amazing product, and I think if you are in the market for a very expensive hair oil, I would highly, highly recommend it. The products are so amazing, and like I said, they just came out with the honey hair mask, which is only $60. Only $60. And I've heard really good things about that so far. That's next on my list. So if you don't want to spend $85 on the hair oil, always just try out the hair mask. It has the same honey ingredient in it. That's supposed to be, I think that's what is so successful for my hair. So that was my last favorite for the month. Thank you for sticking with me through this very long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what kinds of products you've been loving this month, and don't forget to check back on Saturday for Lyn's blog post. That will be when her favorites go up. I know she's been a little bit absent recently, but she is getting back into the swing of things. She has a little bit more free time going on right now, so she'll be back soon, I promise, in videos, but for now she'll be back writing blog posts. But yeah, so thank you again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so we know that you like our content. And I will see you in, what's today, Friday? I will see you in Monday's video. Bye guys.